I have two very distinguished gentlemen with me. We have Shashi Shah, he's the president of the Associations of Indians in America, and we have Ajit Singhvi, who's on the board of, who's the past president of the American Association of Physicians of Indian Origin.
Hello,
well, and it's good to see you again, Dr. Singhvi. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mr. Shah.
Good to see you.
Okay, so Dr. Singhvi, expectations met. You must have been thrilled at the last part of this.
Absolutely. What I want to stress that this is the first Prime Minister who was born after the independence. He came here, he won the heart of not only Indians, but US legislators. He made things very simple. Make in India, he gave the example of Mars. He said, clean India, how 40% people can be affected just by cleaning of Ganga.
Yeah.
And oldest culture, young workforce. He had dreams, everybody by 2022 a house. Yes, he had challenges, corruption, pollution, infrastructure, population. But he was very sincere in his approach, and I'm sure a lot of dreams will be realized, and we will be very fortunate to have all the
most of the American politicians too. I was speaking to said we found it simple, and we found it pragmatic.
Yes,
realistic.
yes.
Dr. Shah,
Yes.
were you thrilled at the last part? I mean, when especially he says all PIOs get lifelong visas and easing of visa restrictions. Does that help? I mean, as a gesture, certainly, I think it does. What's your take?
Yes, what impressed me was that this is a major problem Indian Americans are facing here in this country. And I was surprised that he was aware of it. Because my first question was, yes, you are making big things. So what is happening here? Does anybody care about it?
Yeah.
And it's a menace here. And when he addressed that impressed. When he said that I'm not living in it, although I'm miles away from you, but I know what you're suffering. So I think that was it.
So I think, a certain amount of thawing in the relationship which was frozen a bit, and for many people who felt there would be an element of recrimination or bitterness because of the visa issues related to himself, that wasn't there. Do you think he...
No, I think you're absolutely right. What I wanted to say is that I was very much impressed was what all the philosophers, including Vivekananda, says, that if you want to teach something Indians, you give it through their religion.
Yeah.
And when he's talking of cleaning Ganga, he's not talking of religious thing. If you look
I
deep
found
down,
it interesting at the end of the whole event, they played the Ganga clip, which is obviously his priority area. Well, Doctor,
yes, Arnab, let me tell you, you are one of the finest news channel journalists is there. We watch your news hour. Frankly speaking, you have Maruf Raja, you have Navika Kumar, you have fantastic team, and we are once again proud of you. Thank you for making India proud.
And we are all overwhelmed at the amount of support and viewership that we have received, and love and affection in the course of our coverage from Indians across the United States as well. Dr. Singhvi,
and
thank you
to your family.
I will. Thank you, Dr. Singhvi.
May I say one word?
Sir.
And that is, you people are very important keeping India where it is. So please keep up the good work. Media, we depend on you.
Thank you very much, sir. With me now is Assemblyman Raj Mukherjee from the New Jersey Legislature, and Upendra Chivukula, who's Deputy Speaker of the New Jersey General Assembly. It's so interesting that we often have a perception that there aren't many Indians in politics, but not only are there many Indians in American politics, but they are doing quite well as well on top of it. And we also have Srujal Parekh, who's Vice President of the Federation of Indian Associations. Thank you very much, Srujal.
Thank you.
Upendra,
Thank you.
Raj,
Pleasure.
Thank you, Raj. Thank you. What did you make of this, Raj? Did it live up to the hype?
Absolutely. Yeah, he electrified the crowd. He brought gifts. He actually had a concrete message to deliver to the non-resident Indian community with regard to reconciling the PIO and the OCI schemes, with regard to improving bilateral trade, economic relations between these two great democracies. I think that there was a lot of pressure on him because of the excitement surrounding this. He lived up, and I think it's a great day for the Indian diaspora.
Yeah, he was trying to reach out very strongly, very clearly, and he wants to retain the support. My takeaway was that he does not want any dip in the support of his NRI support base. In fact, he would like to see it grow. That's why I think he was reaching out to them strongly. Upendra?
I think so. I think it's The speech was fantastic, and he also, one of the important things is that he spoke from the position of strength, that India has a lot to offer. India has some problems which I will remove through the bureaucratic hurdles, whatever that may be, and make India proud, make in India. I think that's a fantastic thing. He's talking about not the past, he's talking about the present and the future, and he has shown his caring for the environmental issues, like talking about the Ganges and the cleanup of Ganges. He talked about some of the things with respect to the skilled workforce, the youth, 65% of the youth in under 35 years of age. I think it's a fantastic message. He's really challenging the world platform, saying that, look, India is ready for business.
I get that, Upendra. But Srujal, whenever there is the anticipation to a big event like this, the event itself brings the people together, and especially all the members of the Indian American community have been looking forward to this Madison Square event. What happens now? There will be a sense of emptiness, not just in the amphitheater behind us, but there'll be a sense of emptiness otherwise. What will happen from now? When there's a hype, build up. Madison Square Gardens event happens Sunday evening. Now what?
We're not going to die down this hype, and we do India Day parade every year. We try to gather more than 200,000 people on Madison Avenue. So this is not the end of the era. We're going to continue this hype. We will try to make sure to the community leader.
Hype for what? Hype for India or hype for Modi?
Hype for India. We hype for Modi as well, but India is the main theme. We all Indians want the prosperity and India to grow. So we always have a back of mind. We want to go back. We want our generation.
You really think so?
I really think so. I live all the activity I do with Federation. This keep me close to India, whether I'm physically there or not, but always keep me close to India. That's why I'm here.
See that even in your dress.
Thank you.
Srujal, that's a very nice waistcoat, I must say.
I think
very
one of
nice.
the things he has done is he empowered the people, and he said, like Mahatma Gandhi, he said, look, I cannot do it by myself. Each and every one of you has to take charge and help, and not only the Indian community in India, outside.
Okay, one quick question. More Americans in politics after this, do you think? More Indian Americans in politics?
We certainly hope so. It's a diaspora that has contributed to every facet of life in America as far as improving it, but we'd love to see more Indian Americans shape the dialogue by getting involved in the political process.
That will be fascinating. We'll remain in touch. Raj, Upendra, Srujal, good to see you. Vibhuti and Sadanand and Maruf, welcome. Sadanand, your key takeaway of this.
I thought the main thing here was the immense level of connection he had with his audience. Oh, yeah. It's very rare to see a political speech outside the borders of a country where the politician and the audience are kind of melding.
Were you surprised? Weren't you aware of it anyway? I mean, his connect with the NRI audience is legendary now. It's well known.
Let me put it this way. I had high expectations, but those high expectations were surpassed.
Why specifically?
Because I felt that there was something electric in this audience. It was a good speech. I felt yesterday's speech at the UN General Assembly was a little bit pedestrian and plodding. This was Modi in his element. Mm-hmm. I thought he connected with people in a very basic way, and he made Indian Americans feel part of a larger Indian community. And I think that is something that he's picked up on as a politician, and that's quite unique to him.
Right. That's interesting. Vibhuti, for you, we were talking about the business climate, etc. I thought at the very end I saw you cheering very loudly when he said that I'm going to give visa on arrival, I'm going to simplify the process. All PIOs will get, a lifetime visa. I thought that was very significant.
It was very significant. Visa is one of the problem issues for most of the people. But insofar as I'm concerned, I took OCI, so I'm free from the trouble. Yeah, but it's a great thing to happen. But the bigger takeaway from this here was Mr. Modi's enunciation of a very deep understanding of the democratic process. Yeah. The democracy, the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary work as counterbalance to each other. It's not the most efficient or effective form of government. So his recognition of that fact and saying that the public participation is essential is perhaps the biggest understanding for what I call the new responsible Indians.
Okay, very quickly before I move on from this panel, Maruf.
3 takeaways for me. At the level of the NRIs based in the US, there's clearly a message that India is now open for your participation and your investment, and all sorts of proposals were made by Mr. Modi, which is soon going to be implemented. Secondly, for the American industry, that India at a small cost can put across a vehicle into Mars without a fault is an indication of the skill levels that are present in India. And America's defense and other industry must quickly participate with India to manufacture in India and make it a manufacturing hub.
He clearly did that. He pitched.
And finally to the world, the 3 Ds. We are the largest democracy in the world. We have the finest demographic potential, and we are in a position to supply to the demands of the world. So there was a message for the world, the message for the American industry, and message for the Indian American.
Okay. Sadanand Maruf, thank you very much, Vibhuti, for joining me. Thank Arun Kumar, from your perspective, you're a commerce man. What is the takeaway?
Well, the takeaway is the Prime Minister's strong message about a commitment to economic development. He compared what Mahatma Gandhi did for freedom to what he would like to do for economic development.
Well, I think that's very, very significant. I just want to toss across quickly to our political editor, who is Ram Madhav, General Secretary of the Bharatiya Janata Party, with her. Yes, Navika.
Thanks, Arnab. I have with me General Secretary of the BJP, Ram Madhav, who's been working on this event for some time. Ram Madhav ji, what did you think about the reception Narendra Modi got here?
Does it require any comment after seeing this kind of response, this kind of grand reception for Prime Minister Modi here? Do we still have to say anything further? This kind of reception for any Indian leader in the history of last, I think, 3-4 decades has never happened. Prime Minister Modi has emerged truly as the global leader today. He is the most popular, most respected Indian leader in the world today.
Ram Madhav ji, there was some very significant points that he made out in his speech. Of course, he was reaching out to the Indian Americans and talked about easing of PIO rules, visa rules for Indians to come to India. But beyond that, what do you think his message was for the larger audience here in America?
He has made it clear that the Indians living all over the world have a role to play in rebuilding India. So they have to contribute towards building a new India. That's the message he brought here for the community, Indian community here.
Bharat Mata ki! Bharat Mata ki! Bharat Mata ki! बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद.
Behind me, of course, a pretty festive atmosphere, electric audience, completely captivated by what Narendra Modi said. And with me is L. Subramaniam and Kavita Krishnamurthy, who, delivered that wonderful music as the build-up to the whole event. You've been watching this from the Times Now booth. What did you make of the speech, sir?
Oh, it's fantastic. The way he's able to captivate the audience, and they're all so attentive and so responsive to his speech. I've never seen any leader doing this kind of situation. It's amazing. I'm so happy and proud to be an Indian.
Well, I must say that your music also made the event all the more mesmerizing.
Very kind of you. It's always a pleasure and honor and privilege to be part of this kind of function for India.
What do you carry away, Kavita ji, from this event?
Well, more and more today I feel proud to be an Indian. Today I had the entire diaspora singing the national anthem with me, and after listening to Modi ji's speech, my faith in him is reaffirmed, and I'm looking at a glorious future for our country, and I'm feeling vibrant about young India.
Well, you came all the way for this particular event. What is your key takeaway, one key takeaway from Modi's speech today?
We have almost feel like we have every individual has responsibility. Instead of waiting for somebody else to do something, we can all do in our own field. I mean, I'm in music, she's in music, somebody is a carpenter, somebody is a janitor. Everybody has responsibility to do things. That's very, very, very key point for me.
Well, I'm sure both of you have performed in the United States on many, many occasions. How different is this particular particular event, Kavitaji, for you from many other events you've attended in the United States?
Like I told you, for me today, it's like being an Indian, being proud about being an Indian, being part of an Indian music scenario, and sharing.
You seem very emotional.
Yeah, I do feel like that. And another thing I do feel is that, you know, what he said, the most important thing is that we all forget that we have to do our duties first in whatever capacities we can. That motivation, this is the first time in my life a politician has made me feel that I have to do something, I have to give to the nation, not take all the time from the nation.
Well, Kavitaji and Krish, yes.
One more thing. The other thing, when we were doing national anthem, so nice to see almost 20,000 people.
How was it to perform the national anthem here before this crowd? What was that moment for you?
We have done national anthem before, but today when you play national anthem, you hear 20,000 people singing with you.
Yes.
What a moment. I can never forget our national anthem. We are performing with 20,000
people. I think this event will be remembered for a long time to come. 25,000 Indians singing the national anthem with you at Madison Square Garden. You may have performed in many places.
You know, they almost turned me into an actress. I was going to say Jaya Hey. I was going to sing like really dramatic. Yeah, very emotional.
Well, I think you built up the event so beautifully. I thank you for talking to me, Kavitaji. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you for making this event special. Thank you very much. I think one of the reasons why this event is such a big hit among especially the NRI community, are the specific assurances which Mr. Narendra Modi has given to the NRI community for the ease of movement, easing visa restrictions, and a long-term lifetime visa for all people of Indian origin. I think that's one of the things which is really going to go down well. Siddharth Nath Singh back with us, and Shali Kumar, actually, chairman of the Indian American Advisory Council. Those announcements at the very end would have gone down very, very well. Shali, what do you think?
He's, of course, very innovative and out of the box. So he does things...
You expected him to make the announcements here and now?
No, not at all.
You thought it would wait till Washington?
That's right. He's pretty good.
He surprised you then?
He surprised. He definitely surprised me. You know, I have been here for the last 45 years. I'm from Punjab originally.
Yes.
And I'm a student of history. Besides being chairman of the Indian American Advisory Council to the U.S. Congress, I'm a student of history. I have not seen a leader like him after John Kennedy, after Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher in the world. So he is a transformational figure. He is a inspirational leader, not only for India. The world is going to be looking for a leader like that. There is a vacuum of leadership throughout the world at this point in time. And watch my prediction in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, he is going to be the leader of the world.
Well, thank you very much, Shali. Siddharth Nath Singh. You know, it was a terrific response, without doubt. But what I found intriguing was the simplicity of his message on what he's doing for India. He kept that message very simple. He didn't complicate it. He was talking about, all the areas in which Indians have made progress, which went down very well. He kept repeating the Ganga theme, the Clean Ganga mission, clean our cities, a new culture of innovation and skill development. But central theme, what do you think was the central theme of this speech?
I think the central theme has been development. And he continued with that, be it Ganga, be it, toilets and everything you put together. He has just spoken of development in different angles.
That's right.
And I think he has touched the youth. And also, one key thing which comes to my mind is that he has, through his speech, told the world and told to the American government why you should come to India.
Yeah. He's making a very strong pitch.
Very strong pitch he has done.
Yeah.
And in that, he touches the youth, that we have a demographic advantage. Then he talks about, demand being there because we are, let's not get bogged down that we are 125 crore Indians.
No.
But he says that come because we are a market.
Yeah, I think the part where he was reaching out, Siddharth, was the part where he talked about a long-term visa on arrival for American citizens. These are not subjects of negotiation. He actually made a strong commitment. I think that's very good. So you're happy with the speech, Siddharth?
Absolutely, and I think everybody who were here and those who are watching your channel, they all are happy. I know
Well,
there were about 10,000
okay.
10,000 people at times.
Well, I think it's overwhelming. You know, I'm told Modi at Madison is trending worldwide, which just tells you that this has now been a very highly watched event. Siddharth, we'll catch up again. Thank you very much. Good to be with you.
I'm joined by a lot of supporters here of the BJP, some organizers who've been working on this event for some time. What did you think about Modi's speech today?
Modi is a very inspiring speech. We really feel like we are being Indian, proud Indian. What a speech. And he knows what to cater to the American and NRI. At the end, you
got what you wanted?
Of course, why not? But we want to work for the India, not only for NRI. But what he said, NRI's problem, he knows from the heart.
Okay, what did you think of Modi's speech?
This is a home run in the baseball language and sixer in the cricket language. इससे ज़्यादा अच्छा कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता है. मोदी जी ने हमारे सबके हार्ट, हमारे सबके दिल, हमारे सबके दिमाग जोड़े हैं और इंडिया के सब NRI इंडिया के साथ है. We are together and we're gonna make sure that India progress and once again it's become golden bird.
And what did you think of Modi's speech?
Very inspiring moment for us.
Where have you come from?
We are from Karnataka, but we are from East Windsor, New Jersey. Okay. We came to hear his speech. One of the best speech I've heard. We are proud of Modi and we have trust and faith in him that he is going to change India for better. Very soon we will be the most developed.
So, Arnab, it is back to you in the studios. Supporters here really saying, "Achhe din aa gaye."